What's up guys? Welcome to another one of my videos, and today I'm super excited because I love traveling, and as you can tell by the title, I'm giving you all 7 tips for traveling. And I really don't travel that much, I must admit, but when I do travel, I make every second of it, and I have learned a few tips along the way. And here's the thing. I'm not like most creators. I don't give the tips everyone gives. I give tips that people will actually want and will follow. So yeah, listen. Okay, so the first one is like pretty self-explanatory, and I'm sure a lot of y'all do, and that is make a list. I don't know about you all, but I have a terrible time keeping things straight, and the list is my friend. And when I make a list, I make it orderly. So for instance, I have a section for clothes. I have a section for hair and makeup. I have a section for bedtime stuff. I have a section for stuff I'm gonna want on the road. I have a section for like extra stuff, and a section for electronics. Make it easy to read and easy to follow, and put little like check boxes that you can check immediately. So there you go. First tip from Abigail, or Forever Abigail. Yes. My second tip. Okay, so most people are always like, don't overpack. Here's the thing. How do you not overpack, okay? If you're like me, you want to pack things. But this is the important thing. Make sure you're packing what you need, okay? And this is, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. But even though other people may consider it overpacking, if you absolutely need it, then you need it. For instance, I may need a few extra things than my siblings because I struggle with being overwhelmed and stuff like that. And so having things from home to comfort me helps me have a great vacation. And so pack what you need. You need more, I don't know, fidget toys, then pack more fidget toys. But if you don't need as many, all of your makeup, maybe not pack as much of your makeup, and instead pack more fidget toys. So you're gonna just pack what you need and have fun with it. You want to have a good time without being loaded down with tons of stuff. At the same time, you don't want to have anxiety, but you just want to make sure you're comfortable and staying nice and refreshed. Really hope that made sense. If not, anyway, next question. Okay, so this third tip is not said enough. And it's don't over plan. Like you watch these like vlogs, or not even vlogs, like I'm sure you all done it, especially if like you're an adult watching, like, or even a teenager. Like, I feel like it's so easy to like over plan, like have it down to the littlest tiny like details of what you're gonna do each and every single day. The older I get, the more laughable that idea is. Maybe it's just from growing up in a large family and having things change so much, but like personally, and I will stand by my word, it is so much nicer to go on a vacation without having every single day filled up with a schedule you have to stick to. And I understand if you have reservations to a theme park, like we're going to a theme park, you obviously have to do that. But don't fill up every single day of your stay with activities you have to be at certain times, because that can get super stressful. So plan that in advance. And I know that's not really, yeah, it's a traveling tip. In fact, that's probably my biggest tip in this video. Okay, so this next one is also not talked about enough, especially in like the ADHD community, people who just can't, or people who just cannot remember things in general. And I feel like everyone has like a fear of their they're gonna like leave something behind that's important. And so this next tip, I actually did last time, and last time I traveled, and I will be definitely doing it again here in a few days when I leave for my next trip. And it's prioritize your most important things and pack it on the top of the bag. If your computer and computer charger is extremely important to you, even though you're not necessarily going to use it until you're there, still put it on top, because if you're like me, like you'll check your bag a million times to absolutely make sure you have everything. And if you're also like me, you have very specific items that are very important, and even if it's on the very bottom of that suitcase, you will dig through the whole thing to make sure it's there, even though you've checked it a million times. And so if you know you're going to be that nervous about leaving behind, do yourself a favor and put it on top. So if you get like stressed out of the idea of it being left behind, just open it and you can like see it's there. Or even better, pack a separate bag for it. That's what I'm going to do. I have a friend who makes bags, and I'm just going to be bringing one of those and putting like my most important things that I do not want to leave behind. So it'll just be easier for me to keep track of it all. Okay, so this question came from one of our viewers, and her username is Strawberry. And it was a really good question. And it's how many suitcases should you bring? Like, I'm assuming like per person. And I think honestly, it depends like on how long the trip's going to be. I'm going to be staying like 5 nights, I think. I'm going to be staying 5 nights on this trip. And I'm going to attempt, I'll just show you back. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to make sure that all of my belongings, so my electronics, my other little odds and ends, my clothes, my shoes, that they will all fit into this one suitcase. It's not that big, as you can see. It's pretty small, actually. And then, and in this backpack, so this is going to be for like, this is so heavy. This is going to be for like shoes, like, yeah, shoes and clothes. And this is going to be for like my computer and like other like little things that your girl has to have. So like I'm going to try really hard to narrow it down to those 2 bags. You all will know if I go through with that because I'm going to be filming a full packing vlog tomorrow. Anyway, see, I'm getting all sidetracked. But yeah, so I would say it honestly depends on the length of the trip. Let's just say mine's a week long. It's basically a week long. We'll just call it that, okay? Stick with me. And so I would say try to stick to 1 suitcase for your clothes and maybe like 1 carry-on bag, or I think it's what people call it, a backpack. Yeah, you don't have to be fancy. And so I would definitely stick again to 1 suitcase and a backpack if possible. It also depends on how long your stay is or if you're like sharing like luggage with someone else. But I'm just packing for myself. And so that is what my goal is. So I feel like, and this is kind of like the next tip. In fact, we'll just go ahead and make it tip number, is this 4? I think it's tip number 4. Let's see, I have a little list. Oh no, this is tip number 6. Oh, moving right along. So tip number 6 is to, like, obviously I said not to overplan, but try to look at your schedule, what you were kind of thinking about doing, and think logically. For instance, I'll be going to a theme park and I'll be eating out one day, I'll be hiking, and try, because I feel like outfits, especially as girls, that's where it really like bogs us down. Like, I feel like as girls, we want to have like all kinds of cute outfits for different things. And that's my downfall. And so I would try to plan outfits that you can mismatch together. For instance, I'm bringing my pair of Nike shorts and my Under Armour shorts. They literally can be worn with like 5 different tops. And so if I can just bring 2 pairs of shorts, which also this helps if like you're staying at a condo or somewhere that has like a laundry room. But I'm staying at a place that has those amenities, and so I can just wash them if I absolutely have to, or I can just like rewear them if I don't get like too dirty. And so doing that saves space. And so if possible, try to plan outfits that you can mismatch together because that will save a lot of space. And also try to be logical. If it's going to be cold if you're watching this during the winter, try to bring 1 coat that can literally go with all of your outfits. Can be extremely hard, but try your best on that. So yeah, that's my sixth tip. Okay, so this next one, and I feel like this is like a no-brainer, but hear me out, guys. Hear me out. I have a reason. So my 7th tip is bring snack food. Hold on. And I'm sure you're all thinking, I bring snacks. Of course I'm going to bring snacks. How is that even a tip? That's just logic sense. Most people just bring snacks for the road, but your girl packs snacks for at the place I'm staying at too. If you all are especially like me, I get really overwhelmed. I have trouble eating around lots of people. And I think when you're on vacation, it's sometimes easy to forget to eat because you're just going, you're having so much fun. And so bring snack food, bring comfort food to eat at the place you're staying. So for instance, I'm bringing like popcorn, I'm bringing applesauce packets, things that I know that are comforting me, is easy for me to eat, and quick and simple, that I can eat at the condo, especially if I have to get somewhere really quick. So try to think ahead of snacks, not just for the car, but also for the place you're staying at, or even like, for instance, my mom brings snacks into the theme park we're going into, which I know that's not always possible because some places don't allow snacks, but the place we're going does allow it. And so try to think ahead of that. And not only that, it saves so much money. Like theme park food, really any food anywhere is just expensive. And so my 7th tip would be pack lots of snacks. I personally rather not have as much clothes, but instead have like more snack food, because at the end of the day, I want to be happy and full, because then I won't get hungry, and then my blood sugar won't drop, and then I won't pass out. And this isn't really a tip. I mean, it is a tip, but it's like more of just like from my heart to yours. And that would be, this is for people, especially who get like overwhelmed or anxious while traveling. I really don't get anxious. I just get overwhelmed when I travel. And that's it. And that is, give yourself grace. What am I trying to say? Like, basically, it's okay to step away from the crowd. It's okay to take time away from everyone. It's okay to, I don't know, put your headphones on and go to the other room for a few minutes if you're getting like overwhelmed. Personally, I really struggle with getting overwhelmed, and I find myself getting anxious once I'm getting overwhelmed, because me being overwhelmed turns into anxiety. And so if you also struggle with this, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to step away. Just because other people don't struggle with that doesn't mean you don't, and it's okay if you do. And so that all kind of correlates back in. You're gonna have a better vacation if you don't push yourself too much, because I know if I push myself too much, I will literally have a burnout. Like, I will get so tired, I literally cannot do anything. It's like my body can't like function. And so again, pack fidget toys if you need to, pack comfort foods, pack even a blanket or a stuffed animal that makes you like calm, like do whatever it takes. But yeah, that's another little special to the video because it's very near and dear to my heart. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with it. They just don't want to talk about it because they feel like they're alone, or they may feel like they're weird. You're not weird if you struggle with being overwhelmed on vacation or anywhere for that matter. Just wanted to add that. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed my tips. And please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and be on the lookout. I have so much fun content coming, including a full packing vlog. And with that being said, remember, Jesus loves you, and you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. All right, bye guys.